You have got a bunch of overlapping time slots, meeting, booking, calendar events, and you need to clean them up into neat or non-overlapping chunks. Sounds simple, right? But this exact problem has tripped up candidates at Amazon, Google, and Meta interviews. Today I will show you how to solve merge interval in the cleanest, most intuitive way possible, so you will never forget it. Alright, let's look at the problem. You are given an array of intervals where intervals I is equal to start of I and end of I, and we have to merge all the overlapping intervals and return an array of non-overlapping interval that covers all the elements intervals in the input. Your job: merge all the overlapping intervals and return the final list of non-overlapping ones that still cover everything from the input. Let's look at the first example. I have drawn the number line for this, and notice the 1 3 overlaps the 2 6. The other two 8 to 10 is not overlap, and similarly 15 to 10 is also not overlap. Don't overlap with anything, so they stay as they are. So the final input will be 1 6, 8 10 and 15 18. Now here is the sneaky one. Example 1 4 and 4 5. These two just touch at the number 4. They don't really overlap in the traditional sense, but the problem says touching counts as overlapping. So the answer is 1 5. Remember this, it's going to matter later. And example 3 4 7 1 4. Look closely, the intervals are not even given in order. 4 7 comes before 1 4, but they still need to merge into 1 7. This is a huge hint about the very first thing we will do in our solution. Okay, problems clear? Let's start breaking down. So first let's take a vector of 2D in which we will store the result of int type. Now take the size of the intervals, so that will be int n equal to intervals dot size. Now as I have told you that 1 4 comes before 4 7, but in the given problem it is after. So we have to sort the intervals in the way so that 1 4 comes before 4 7. So we will use the sort function in which we will pass the intervals dot begin, and we have to iterate to the end. So we will do intervals dot end. After that, we will simply seed result with the first interval. So that will be result dot push back and interval of 1 0. Now the third step will be iterate and either merge or append. So for that we will use the for loop in which we will start from the 1, since we have already pushed the first 0 position in the result array. So we will start from the 1 and till the end of the intervals. After that we will check if result dot back returns the last element from the result array, and we will take the first index. Then we will check intervals of I 0. We have written this condition because, as you can see in the second example, 4 is equal to the 4. For that we have written down the equal sign and greater sign, because if I can see in this interval 1 3 and 2 6, so you can see that 3 is greater than 2. So for that we have taken the greater symbol. And as we have already pushed the first element in the result array, so that's why we have started from the 1, and we have compared the last element of result to the next element of interval, so that will be this. Now we will simply do that result dot back. We will push in the first element, so that will be maximum of result dot back 1 to the intervals of I. We have done this because, as you can see in this example, the 3 and 6, so we have to take the maximum in this, so that the next result will be 1 to 6, and else condition will be when the result dot back 1 is not equal to less than intervals of I0. So for that there will be no overlap, and we will simply add as a new interval. So for that we will write it down like result dot push back and intervals of I. I have written this because, as you can see here, 2, 6, 8, 10. So 6 is less than 8. So that's why we have to simply push this in the result. And that's it. In the last we simply return result. Now let's run this program. Submit it. Its time complexity is big of n log n, since we are using the sort function, and it will be log n function time complexity, and we are using one loop, so it will be n. So total will be n log n, and space complexity will be big O of n, since we are using vector of for the result. And that's a wrap on merge interval. If this video helped you finally get the intuition behind sorting based problem, smash that like button. It genuinely helps the channel grow. Subscribe if you want more problems broken down like this, where we actually build the logic step by step instead of just memorizing solution. Drop a comment below which company asked you this problem, or which interval problem should I cover next. Insert interval, meeting rooms, non-overlapping interval. Let me know. And hey, if you made it this far, you have already ahead of most people grinding LeetCode. Keep showing up, keep thinking out loud, and I will see you in the next one. Happy coding!